Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode here on the single player Crackpack. And if you can hear that in the background, that little clinkety clink, you probably know what we're going to be doing with this episode, or you probably can tell by the title. We got some Mekanism machines running. Yes, we're on our way to massive ore production, and I did a little research on it. Actually, it was mostly just kind of messing around with the items. So right now I got purification center or chamber, electrolytic separator, metallurgic infuser, osmium compressor, combiner, crusher, and enrichment chamber. So these are some of the basic things you need. I actually had to go out. I went through my nether portal, and here we can maybe take a look at the waypoints. Whoops. Oh geez. Which button was it again? Oh, there we go. There we go. Waypoints. Couldn't remember what button I mapped it to. Yeah. So I went into the nether and traveled in one direction kind of far. You can see our portal's there, and I had to go a little farther out to find the land. This is in the overworld, so yeah, -9,000, -5,500. Yeah, so it's pretty far away. Yeah, pretty far away. So I just had to go out there to get some of the osmium ore, because that is definitely a key component in making a lot of the things for Mekanism. And here you can see all the Mekanism things. So I guess I'll kind of explain what I've done so far, and then we're going to get up to a quadruple production stage today, which requires a multi-block structure, and can't really be in one of our places right now. We might actually have it in one of the quote-unquote electrons in the future, when we make those little rooms outside of the main part. So to get started with Mekanism, what you're really going to need is you'll want this metallurgic infuser, because this is going to be required to make these dudes, enriched alloys. So basically it takes one piece of redstone and one piece of iron to make one enriched alloy. Plus you got to supply it with power. As you can see, I just have a resonant energy cell set up back here, and is that actually having power drain? Oh yeah, because this is going. I guess I'll move on to this right now too. This you'll need if you plan on having the purification chamber, which will help triple your ore. So the electrolytic separator, you put water into it. I just have liquid ducts going into it. Supply it with energy, and it'll separate into hydrogen and oxygen. So, H2O, hydrogen, oxygen. And right now I have this on dumping because this is full, so that way this can still fill up. Otherwise this would fill up, and then this couldn't fill up anymore. And that's almost full. So yeah, so this will help you get your hydrogen. I know hydrogen is used for some stuff. I know, like the jetpacks, you need hydrogen to fly. Oxygen you'll need. But yeah, what was I going to say? So this is a key component for quite a bit of things. You can see enrichment chamber. This is used to make a lot of things in Mekanism. So you definitely will want this metallurgic infuser. The osmium compressor and combiner, I haven't really used at all. I don't think they're not really used in or multiplying, I don't think. I have to do more research on those too. But next thing you want is the crusher. Yes. So the crusher will basically take an ore, and here I finally put a bunch more stuff in my ME system. So, and I made more room in it. So crusher should, no, it does not take that. Maybe it's the enrichment chamber. Okay, enrichment chamber you'll need 2. And that's gonna basically make, I think, 2 dust or whatever. So that's gonna be doubling yours. So I guess if the first thing you want is the enrichment chamber, yeah, the first thing maybe you want is the enrichment chamber, and that'll double it. And the metallurgic infuser to make, the enrichment chamber and other stuff. And all these need power, obviously. Then to triple your ore, you're going to want the purification chamber, which basically you take a gas tank, which is just made of some osmium, I'm pretty sure, and iron maybe. Where are the tanks? Oh, here's all like the tanks. Yeah, osmium and like iron dust or pulverized iron. So not too expensive. Osmium's pretty common, can be found on basically any level. So then what you'll do is put like a gas tank in there, and you'll see it process, and it makes 3 of whatever, ore clumps. So then what you want to do with these clumps is send them to the crusher, and the crusher will just do a 1-for-1, and I have this inputting right into here. So then it makes this dirt, it'll just do 1-for-1, so dirty, it'll go to dirty copper dust, and then the dirty copper dust will get refined to regular copper dust. And then obviously this is just like a dust 1-for-1 dust ingot. So that's tripling the production now. As you can see, this oxygen's filling up. There is a little internal buffer. I wish this thing went faster. This doesn't really go that fast, and there's no upgrades here. Just gonna get out of the way. Upgrades are on the side. Power usage down here. Now see, for this, there's this little upgrade spot, and you can see S for speed and E for energy. I'm pretty sure the energy just makes it more efficient. I haven't made any energy upgrades. I've made some speed upgrades, so each one you put in here, it'll get consumed, and then I'll say like S, and then I'll go like, it starts at 1 and then goes 2, 3, 4, or 5 based, I don't know what the max is though. But here you can see, here's the speed upgrade. You need more enriched alloy, need some osmium dust and some glass. So not terribly difficult to make. I made this one. It's kind of hard to see. This one has speed 5. I haven't put any energy ones on. Also a nice thing is when you do break these, I think you should be able to pick them. I think it's, shift right click with your crescent wrench or crescent hammer. You can place them back down, and they do keep their upgrades really nice. And I think they keep their RF too. I wouldn't suggest breaking it by like a pick or hand or anything. Just shift right click with the hammer. Just like the thermal expansion items. Really, really nice. And it's nice that it keeps its upgrades. That was one big thing I was like wondering. It's like, if I break you, are you going to keep your upgrade? Because otherwise it's kind of a waste. So definitely very nice. And yeah, I just have a chest hooked up here and whatnot. Just been kind of trying to smelt some iron. We'll put that back for now. Maybe start crushing some more of that. And these machines are kind of loud. Yeah, so that's what I've done so far with it. And I'm going to make sure I get some supplies ready for quadrupling it, because I think you can get up to quintupling it, if that's 5. Your ores, But we're going to do quadruple today. It requires a multi-block structure. It requires some of these valves, salination controller, and the salination blocks. Yeah, so I'm going to get everything set, pick out an area for that, and we'll get cracking on that. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay guys, I'm back with all the necessary materials. We got all this stuff here, these 3 blocks, these advanced solar generators, chemical infusion, chemical injection chamber. We're going to use those in a little bit. We're just going to worry about these 7 things, or 4, if you count these, they're all the same. Show you how to make some of these blocks quick that you're going to need. Salination block, you're going to need a bunch of this. It's going to be a multi-block structure, mostly composed of these. Dynamic tank, just going to need some steel. Cobble, get to 8, and then you're going to need a bunch of copper. So maybe get about, I have almost a stack of these. You probably need like just a little less for the minimum amount. Then what you also need is one of these salination controllers, which is steel casing, more copper, and some of the control circuits. Not too bad. And then you're going to need 2 of these salination valves. So you need dynamic valves, another steel casing, some more circuits, and more copper. And these valves are just made with more steel and the circuits. So it's a lot of the same materials. Once you got your ore tripling down, it shouldn't be too hard to get all that stuff. If you got a decent power supply. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with these salination blocks. We want to build a 4x4 base. And that block is actually fine there. Oh no, actually I'm going to remove it. We're going to, so 4x4 base, and then we're just going to create a nice ring around here. We're going to leave those 2 spots open, and we're going to put both the valves here. And I don't know if the valves can be on the same side, but those are basically your input and output of liquids. Because what this salination plant is what it's called, the full structure, is used for producing brine from water, which you need for more stuff, which is why we have these 2 little contraption guys. Was there an Enderman that was just there? Okay, so I think we'll go 1 more ring around. And this structure can be anywhere from, I think, 3 to 16 or 18 blocks high. So it's pretty ranged. And basically, the higher it is, the more efficient it is at producing brine. Yes, but for now, we're just going to make it like 4 or 5 tall, however this is. So when you're to your final layer, when you're low on your salination blocks, what you want to do is leave the corners open, and we're going to just place 8 around there. We're actually going to break out this guy here. Did he fall in? No. And then you just want to put your salination controller up here, and then you can see it has its little interface. This is not quite done yet, because you're thinking, well, this thing needs power. That's why you need these 4 advanced solar generators. And yes, you do need 4 of them. Let's take a look at them. So there are regular solar generators. So you're basically going to need 16 of these guys. So 16 of these energy tablets. Bunch of these enriched alloys, solar panels, which have the enriched alloy. So like I said earlier, you're going to be making a lot of these. So, and each one of these do cost 1 iron and 1 redstone. What is really nice is for redstone, if you do have like some of the other stuff from Mekanism in enrichment chamber, get that and silk touch some redstone, or if you can find it, you get 12 out of it. I did that to like you do that to a stack of redstone ore, you got 12 stacks of redstone just like that. And all this requires is just power. So that's really like the best way to get a lot of redstone. And of course, if you have the ore tripling, focus on tripling your ores before you're quadrupling, obviously. triple some of your ores, and then you'll get plenty of copper and iron that you'll need for this. So then what we're going to do is place these giant advanced solar generators. They do look pretty sweet though in each corner, and they're all going to line up very nicely. I wonder... Okay, so it does depend on what direction you face them. We're just gonna break this guy. They do break with a pick, and you'll get it back. We're gonna make them all nice and facing the same way. Ta-da! So there is that. And I think... Oh, that is the sound of them running. And then... Oh yeah. I think this is its internal buffer. Incomplete height. Oh, okay, so there. So once you got all of this done, yep. I wonder. I think we can hook up like some sort of tank to this. So once you have this whole structure complete, you just click that salination plant, and it'll turn on. So yep, we have a height of 5. I don't know what the thing means. The max is the max temperature, and oh, we want this on. Oh, it's nighttime. That's probably why it's not doing too fun. So I think we need... Let's go sleep. And there we go. So I'm not sure how the inputs and outputs work, if you can do it manually. This should be going up, yes. Multiplier 2 times. So maybe that's like its efficiency or something. This guy is gonna be annoying, isn't he? I really wish I one-shotted those guys. Be a lot nicer. Okay, so that's the multiplier thing. And then I think, yes, we can just put a water bucket in like that. And, oh, I think we might be able to see it here. Brine, we have 9 brine. Really? Might depend on the temperature. So I'm wondering if we could put like an aqueous accumulator. Maybe let's just try getting a bunch of water buckets first. I'll probably mess more with the automation off screen, because this is not going to be the permanent spot of it. Like I said, I think, yeah, in the first part of this, we're going to have like these little like electron dudes, like rooms, kind of detached around the main nucleus of our atom. And even though they really won't be to scale, because electrons, it'd be like 1 block if it was to scale. Maybe even smaller. But yeah, we'll have like a little smaller rooms, and basically one of those rooms will probably have just this salination plant, and like a place to input the water and output the brine. So then we get a bunch of that, and then we can transport it to one of the main rooms or another side room for the automated processing. So this is... Okay, I want to see this, man. Okay, it's the valve. So now we have 19. So the second one gave us 19. The first one gave us 9. And we're at orange. Let's see when we get to the next thing. And... oh, wow. And this thing is full on RF. That's pretty sweet. Okay, we can't get him to a max of 400. It seems to be climbing slower. Okay, so now we got 29, 39, 49. slowly but surely. Do we need 100 or 1,000 for this? Okay, how about I do this? I'm gonna make an aqueous accumulator, and maybe we can do it actually quick. Aqueous. Come on, we want this. We want one of those. Throw that back in there. Pneumatic servo. Go, go, go. And that. And we'll just put one of our buckets there. Okay, we got a nice aqueous accumulator. And then, do I have Fluidex on me? Please tell me yes. I don't. Do I have them in here? Oh, yes, I do. Okay. That didn't take too long. I just want to see if I can just pump water straight in, because I mean, this stuff works, I'm pretty sure, pretty much hand in hand with thermal expansion, because it's all RF. Zombie, you need to go. And we'll get... Okay, I don't know where all these zombies come from, but they're like seriously all around. I need to light up below my base more. So get those guys, and... Can I reach my... Nope. Cabo. There we go. I wish the range on this wireless remote was a little larger. It seems kind of short. I think there are like extension things you can make. I know there are like the extension upgrades, but I think there might be like more like relays that you can extend it farther. Not 100% sure though. Okay, so we're just gonna... Okay, I hate these. Sometimes these pants are just so annoying. I don't want to jump around everywhere. Yeah, so we have 2 buckets of water there, so... No, it's not what I want. Okay, we're getting a bunch of water there. Let's just take it straight out of here. Okay, there's water into it. Okay, yes, it's working. So, and this is at the max temperature. And, oh wow, this is basically working as fast as it can. Really? Oh wow. Now, is it do we... Oh, we do need 1,000. Yeah, okay. So I guess this doesn't produce as much brine. Doesn't really produce that much brine compared to water. And that is also... So the efficiency is determined by the height. Because I think you can get higher temperatures which produce more efficiently. So, as you can see, this is a pretty small one. You can make this thing pretty big, and I don't think I'm gonna really have big enough room. Maybe I'll just have kind of like the top and solar panels sticking out. Yeah, because it does require kind of a big surface area. I mean, you look at this. This all needs to be hitting the sunlight, and yeah, that's pretty crazy. So, we're getting there, almost to 1,000. And then, once we have that, let's go to... We'll just let that run while we look at some stuff. So what we're trying to do is get these shards. And what you do is... Yeah, so from like one ore you get 4 of these shards. So that's basically, and then you know, further process those till you get like the dust. But we need the hydrogen chlorine, which is a gas, yeah, because we have to put that in the gas tank, which we get from the chemical infuser. Now, we already have hydrogen. That's just, you get that from the electrolytic separator. Get that putting water into it. And then chlorine, we need the chlorine, and you need the electrolytic separator with the brine. So we need the brine and yeah, the salination chamber, air controller, chamber, construct, whatever you want to call it. That's what we just did. Yeah, so that'll actually give us hydrogen. Hey, that'll give us hydrogen and chlorine. Okay, that's weird. I wonder if it... So, brine gives us hydrogen and chlorine, which we need to make hydrogen chloride. So I wonder if it gives it in the right ratio. It's just basically separating it and combining it. Oh, yes. We have a bucket of brine. So, as this is running off screen, like in between, or just when I'm doing other stuff, this should run okay off screen, or just by itself, I'm guessing. So I don't think I'll be too worried about it, but let's just start setting up these now. We'll put our chemical infuser there, and actually, let's get you back. We'll put chemical injection chamber there, and then maybe infuser there. Who knows? We'll just do that for now. And these guys should, have power. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to cut there. I just had to take care of something. And I actually made another one of these electrolytic separators. I'm going to need one of those. And I made 2 gas tanks. Don't want to use this one because it already has an aqueous accumulator pumping water into it. But let's throw the brine in here and see how much stuff it makes. Not that much. So it did make an equal ratio, 100 chlorine to 100 hydrogen. And then, so then we'll have 100 of those in each. And then what we want next is the hydrogen. So chemical infuser then. So we'll go chemical infuser. That's kind of loud. And okay, so basically, so since he's producing an equal ratio, then it'll give us 100 hydrogen chloride. So 1 bucket of brine is going to equal 100 hydrogen chloride. Which wish it was kind of more. So that's like it's a tenth. Well, compared to mill bucket, this is like in mill buckets. So then what we should be able to do is, store that hydrogen chloride in there. Just put a tank in there. And then what we want is, see, now the thing here, it doesn't tell you how much hydrogen chloride you need to get one of these. It would be nice if like it showed like hydrogen chloride like 100, you need for 1 ore. But I guess we can just maybe see if this will work. I guess let's just do a piece of iron. Because why not? Then so chemical injection chamber, we'll put that up there, and our hydrogen chloride there. don't think this is going to be enough. So that got us about halfway. So probably about 200 of that. So maybe let's try to get another bucket of brine. And I thought I should have another bucket somewhere. No? Okay, I thought I had 3 buckets. Not 2, maybe not. Oh, this is not good. This is probably not working then if this is nighttime. You know what? I'm gonna sleep quick. We're just about to wrap up this episode. But I do want to just get quadruple 1 ore before the end of it. Should be able to. So obviously these processes are kind of long. They seem like they can be fairly automatic though, which is always quite nice. Oh, you didn't die. How did that guy still explode? I wasn't even near him. Oh my gosh. I need to deal with my mob infestation here. Okay, this is a much better weapon. Come on. Die, die, die. You're distracting me. Really? God, these mobs are so annoying. Well, I'll clean that up after. I just want to get some more brine. Okay, yeah, so obviously that cooled down. Oh, wow, this can hold a lot of water. Okay, well, let's try one more bucket then. And then we shall Nope, we don't want to go there. We're going to go back in here. Go here. Oh, that consumes the bucket. So it did. Okay, that is not good. So that means we want to pump that brine directly into it so we're not wasting buckets. That might also be a glitch or something, or not meant to be. That's okay, at least we know about it now. So we should get 100 more hydrogen chloride. Give me it in there, and it's nice because come on, I know Glimmer of Light keeps its progress there, so yep, so it looks like just about 200 of that, or yeah, just like 200 of it will get us 4 of those, and then what we want to do with those is send them in the purification chamber. Got a bunch of oxygen. Our oxygen is full. And then we got the speed upgrade, so this will go pretty quick. Yay! So we're gonna get 4 iron clumps. 3, 4, and then we'll put them in the crusher. This thing's really loud. So then we'll have 6 dust. So we'll have up to 6. 4, 5, and 6. And then we just turn that into iron. So that's the whole system. Obviously this is not a great setup. I know with these, with the machines, there are like configurations for inputs and outputs. Unfortunately, not for the. Oh, I think you can just pump whatever into the electrolytic separators. So yeah, so I'll make these nicer off screen. Eventually we'll have this like pretty nice and automated. Don't know how I'm gonna automate the gas tanks, because each of these tanks can hold a lot of gas, but like they'll eventually have to be replaced, and might have to do that manually. But I'm gonna end the episode here for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed our little quadrupling process with the salination plan and everything. This is pretty new to me too, but did a little research to make this go smoother. But I'll see you guys next episode. So see you later. Bye bye.